Alright, it's time to play the music, it's time to light the lights, it's time to excoriate the imbecilic on silly news and dumb tweets tonight. And we're starting with this, I swear, people come up with the dumbest product concepts. Cops hate this gun-shaped iPhone case. This one I got off of KOCO.com by way of CNN money. Police are up in arms over an iPhone case that's shaped like a gun. Quote, most kids carry their cell phone in their back pocket, and if someone reaches for it, in my mind they're reaching for a gun, said Al Delafave, a retired New Jersey state trooper and firearms instructor. Delafave, a spokesman for the Ocean County Prosecutor's Office in New Jersey, shared a Facebook photo of the iPhone case that he found on a closed social media site for cops. A model poses with her phone tucked into her back pocket, and the protruding case looks like the handle of a semi-automatic compact pistol. Delafave said that if a teenager draws the phone in the presence of a cop, quote, the first thing they're going to see as it's coming up is the trigger guard and the butt of the gun. This doesn't seem like a good idea to me at all, end quote. The model in the Facebook image also poses with the phone next to her face, talking into it, and it looks like she's brandishing a gun. The iPhone case is sold online by various retailers at prices from about $5 to $49 and comes in several different colors. Said Japan Trend Shop on its online product description, quote, the app means you can play games of Russian roulette at parties. Don't worry, you can't actually shoot anyone. End quote. The NYPD did not return messages from CNN money, but an NYPD cop from the 112th precinct of Queens, New York, tweeted the image with a few words of advice. I would not suggest purchasing the cell phone case, which was designed to look like a firearm. It is not clear who manufactured the case, but said Delafave, if it's on the web, then it's out there somewhere. That's the bottom line. Where to start? How
about that the iPhone looks like a gun case?
Yeah, that's not exactly the best design decision, but... And to make it a step even farther, I actually saw one of the local news outlets do a story on this, and they were showing the pictures of the model holding the gun, and she's got her finger on the fake trigger! And as soon as I saw that, I'm like... Did no one teach you trigger discipline for your iPhone?
They should actually use let that trigger actually do something like turn the phone on or something like that. That'd be hilarious.
I don't even like guns, but even I know, because I've had experience with firearms in the past, having been a Boy Scout in my younger days, that the two key rules of guns are, 1, don't point at something you don't intend to shoot, and 2, if you're not getting ready to shoot, keep your fucking finger off of the trigger. Among other rules, but we won't go into that, because otherwise we'll be on this story all day. But yeah, I can honestly see in some neighborhood, some idiot having this case, and a gung-ho cop see that and just not even waste time going for the taser, just pop them. And that become a big news tragedy because they have this fucking case. This is an accident waiting to happen, and why is it a thing?
Because designing.
There are just some products that should not be made, like truck nuts, for instance. For one thing, aside from the fact that it's just gross and awful, do you realize the actual message to having truck nuts says?
That you have big nuts?
That's what the message is supposed to be. In my mind, what the message really is saying is that you feel so emasculated that for certain values of emasculation, personally I think that emasculation is bullshit for the most part, But you personally feel so emasculated that in order to compensate for that, you have to put nuts somewhere.
Well, Vince McMahon loves to talk about his grapefruits a lot on live TV, so I don't see much of the difference there.
Which means he has a medical problem and needs to go see a doctor.
Probably.
And it gets even worse if you have blue truck nuts.
Oh, jeez.
Because then, not only is it saying that you feel so emasculated that you have to compensate, but clearly you aren't getting any either. Moving on, this is probably the most incredible thing. Man in wheelchair robs bank, gets away.
Wow.
A man in a wheelchair managed to evade authorities after robbing a bank of $1,200, according to a Huffington Post report. Excuse me. Edit that out. The robber reportedly passed a note to a teller demanding cash at a bank in Queens, New York. CBS New York reported that a witness to the incident heard the wheelchair might have been a prop. ABC 7 reported that no abandoned wheelchairs were found. Okay. God, we were just talking about, having balls as a sign of compensation. Clearly, this guy doesn't need truck nuts. Because, he's got them.
Yeah.
He has clearly got them. Although it is exceptionally shitty that he passed himself off as being handicapped for the sake of robbery, possibly. Even so, I hate to glorify criminal activity, but there are some things where even if you don't admire the act, you have to admire the way that he went about it.
Yeah, I got no comment on that one.
Alright, here we go with our traditional Huffington Post crappy pun headline.
Oh boy.
Giant penis sprays confetti to promote safe sex. Come again?
It sprayed some confetti, alright.
And to make matters worse, I hope to God this was not planned. The Huffington Post writer who did this story is named Ron Dicker.
Might as well just put the tagline by Big Dick Johnson or something.
When a man in a giant penis costume ejaculates confetti on people, you pay attention. But are you thinking about practicing safe sex? That's the dilemma facing a wacky PSA in Norway to combat the increase of STDs there. Says the tagline in Norwegian, penis can surprise you. The PSA was produced for Norway by the Swedish Association for Sexuality Education, or RFSU. A spokesperson for the Involve! Ad agency behind the spot told the Mirror that the commercial is intended to highlight the fun and naughtiness of sex, though admittedly men over 30 thought the campaign was pointless, and when some went so far as to brand it banal and idiotic. Silly as it is, the video aims its use a condom message at 16 to 25-year-olds, the Telegraph reported. Quote from the RFSU's Christina Placht, "This is a group that is not swayed by lecturing, facts, or scaremongering." The guy wearing the getup, 19-year-old student Philip Van Eck, reportedly told a Norwegian outlet that he's happy to do his part. Quote, "I thought it was hilarious. If I can help others just by being a dick, there is nothing better." Okay, I got it. Philip, I love that turn of phrase.
Be a dick. Bring a dick.
Be a dick, but make sure it's a protected one.
This story is protruding.
They should erect a statue to these people.
I swear, don't worry about it. They got plenty of erections down there as it is.
In all seriousness, though, while this is absolutely hilarious, I hope that it has its intended effect on the target demographic. Clearly, people 30 and over, this is not for you because, let's face it, if you're 30 and over by this point, if you don't know about safe sex, you're already screwed, no pun intended.
Oh, man.
And finally, also from the Huffington Post, by way of the Associated Press, out of Plainfield, Pennsylvania, man steals car, gets lost, runs out of gas. Police say a New York City man driving a stolen car took the wrong road and ended up lost and without gas in Pennsylvania. State police say 26-year-old Christian Osorio left Queens early Friday and was headed to Syracuse, New York. State police tell the Morning Call Osorio got lost and ended up on the side of Route 33 in Plainfield, Pennsylvania on Saturday. That's when a state trooper arrived to help and discovered the car was stolen. Osorio is held on $15,000 bail, charged with receiving stolen property and unauthorized use of motor vehicle. 3 letters that could have easily solved this problem. GPS. If you have a smartphone, you have one.
Why are you telling people how to do their crime? I don't understand.
It's kind of, to paraphrase Martin Luther, if you're gonna sin boldly, you know? If you're gonna fuck up, at least do it right, okay? It's not that I want people to commit crimes, it's just if they're gonna, you might as well put in the effort to actually do it properly. Alright, I'm pretty certain that, especially considering that this is July 4th weekend, that we are going to have some really, really dumb people and dumb tweets. So let's excoriate the imbecilic, David.
Well, pretty much all of you can figure out that there's a lot of people that do some stupid shit with fireworks. Well, let's start off here with a picture of a woman who is pretty much treating her son literally like a dog in the supermarket, placing him on a leash, making him on all fours. This is just uncomfortable to watch.
Yeah. Although they do have some backpacks that your kids can wear that do have a leash attachment to them, but that's like for really, really little kids to make sure they don't get away, especially if they are attention deficit.
Yeah, but this is very, no. Just, no. Anyway.
Yeah, back to save that for your sub. Save that for your submissive, okay?
Alright, before we go all 50 Shades of Grey here.
Hell no, I'm not going 50 Shades of Grey. I'm going actual good BS. BSDM there.
I am not okay. For this next comment. Mac Miller is so damn ugly. Mac Miller responds, "Says who? You look like Jay Leno." Puts up a picture of her too.
For a minute there, I was thought this was going to be kind of a match game kind of question. Mac Miller is so damn ugly. How ugly is he?
Well, next one. Pretty much all you know, gay marriage has been legalized in the United States.
Woo!
So here, I will show you on the video board a list of 3 people who say that they are going to move to Canada. Well, this country is going to hell after that, moving to Canada. Finding my wife and moving to Canada. Gay marriage is now legalized in the entire United States. Moving to Canada.
You want to tell them or should I? No, wait, no, better idea. Let's not tell them. Let's let them find out on their own. They get there, they go through all the immigration processes, they take the tests and everything, they get finally moved in, And they get moved into their house, and next door is a lovely couple of guys with a pair of kids. And they look over at their neighbors and they're like, fuck.
2 more. Thanks for ruining rainbows for me. #ew. #one man, one woman. A little while later. Oh my god, I would go so gay for Ruby Rose.
You know, I can't quite place what's wrong with that. But there's something desperately wrong with that. Oh wait, I know what's wrong with it. They forgot #no homo.
Finally, believers who say they are going to find me and kill me. I will be landing at LAX in about 3 hours on US Airways. I'd love to see you try. First response, probably not the best idea. And he responds, it's okay. Anyone who actually has a driver's license doesn't like Justin Bieber, so no worries.
#shots fired, motherfucker.
That's dumb tweets for you.
Although I've actually seen a few of these. I don't know if they're comedic or not, but we have had some Twitter Earth creationists out there in honor of the 4th of July who have been saying things like, wow, I can't believe that 2015 years ago, Jesus created America.
We gotta wait. We'll wait for the New Year's special for that one. I'll just make an entire segment for it.
Well, it fits now here, too, because, 4th of July.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it for silly news and dumb tweets. You'll probably hear this after the 4th of July, but I will say I hope you celebrated safely, and I hope nothing too vital was lost by way of firework. Because I've set off fireworks before, and I know it can be scary shit. So anyway, up next in sports section, we're going to actually talk about TNA and say some nice things. We've got some Chikara news for the first time in forever. And I was right about something! I was right! Hallelujah!
Hey everyone, this is David. Like what you hear? Check us out on the internet at casualmopodcast.com, on Facebook at facebook.com/casualmopodcast, any one of our social media links, and of course, click on the little subscribe button below. Thanks!